Okay, and we should be
Yeah, we are
live.
live.
Live
We're
on
totally
channel.
live. Coming to you live from the studio.
Back to you, Holistic Tiffany.
Well, the peonies are, or what are they called? Are they peonies or peonies?
Flowers? Are they
Yeah, the
flowers?
flowers. How do you?
Uh,
Yeah,
I
how
think
do you
they're
say that? Is it peonies or peonies? Peon
peonies.
peonies or
Oh, no, I think it's peonies.
okay, am I doing too much right now? Oh, sorry.
I don't think you're doing enough.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I can do more. I could totally do more.
We'll kick it up. I have sound on both. Woohoo! Yay!
Woo!
It's a
Yeah.
round
Oh,
of
round of
applause.
applause. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love
Yay!
it. I love,
I
love,
just gotta
love, love,
fix
love.
my light. I just gotta. I don't know.
I
It's
know.
like
I was like playing with mine too, and now because the camera's like directly in front of me, like I'm trying not to look at myself, but I also can't help it. So,
oh,
you
I say
know,
don't fight the
people
feeling.
out there in Twitter. I know people out there in Twitch land.
I'm like the worst
I
person for that
promise
comment.
I'm paying attention. It just may not look like it, but I really am.
I'm
So,
probably
yay.
not paying attention, and I'm still listening.
Right, right. Oh my goodness, that
But
would
yeah,
be so funny too. Like, oh wait, did not mean to solicit anyone's service. Thanks.
ma'am. I do have incense in the background, so all the smoke that like ends
Oh
up supposed to
yeah.
open up your throat
You know what?
chakra.
Yes, I love. I actually just like rearrange. Well, I didn't rearrange my altar. I kind of like transferred it
Mm-hmm.
because I want to kind of put it like somewhere else. So I found this beautiful like serving tray. It's like a circular serving tray with the handles and it's
Mm-hmm.
like kind of marble.
Yeah.
And I got it from Burlington and it was like $8. So I was like really
Oh
excited
wow,
about that. Yes, and it's big.
it's a
It's
good
like really
price.
big. So I was so excited. I was super excited about that.
I would be excited too. I would
I
be.
love finding good deals. And I wouldn't say like I'm a couponer, but I love like like bargain shopping and you know what I mean, just trying to find like good deals.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what it
like a
is.
good
I'm
deal.
not good at it, but I try.
I like a good deal, but I just get like overwhelmed with too many options. Like there
Yeah.
was one store, I think it was like called Papaya or something like that, and it had like
Uh-huh.
really pretty like colors in the mall or in the store, but then it was
Mhm.
like it was just like too much. Like I felt assaulted every single
Yeah.
time I went in there. But
It was like overstimulating
maybe
almost.
that's what it is because it's like it was
Yeah.
nice, but I'm like there's just
Yeah.
it's just so much going on.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
so much going on.
No,
I
I
really don't
totally
like all these
understand.
options we have, honestly.
You know what? So, okay, it's just like streaming, right? Because, we have like 95%, I would say, of the streaming services, which is great and cute. But there's still nothing to watch. Like, so it doesn't matter how many
Well,
like streaming, especially if a show that you're really into, if it's over
yeah.
or on break, oh my God, it's
But a
like,
lot of them
okay,
have
so
almost
like,
the
what are we
same
going to watch?
stuff. A lot of them have the same
Yes, and
one,
they
so it's like
bounce. They bounce in between too.
so it's
Yeah.
like I thought this was exclusive to you, but here you are over here, and
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
okay,
It's like, so basically what you're saying is if I would have just waited you out, I would have been able to see you on what I'm already subscribed to. Okay, great. Thanks. Like that's what I hear. That's what
yeah.
like
And there's just
mhm.
so many subscription stuff, like
It
so
is.
annoying.
And then okay, riddle me this. Why? Why? Okay, so I in particular cannot do ads, right? So
Okay.
whenever we sign up for like whenever we sign up for a subscription
Mm-hmm.
service, I like it's we got to get ad free. Unfortunately with that, you know how like you can get like the year and then you save like 33% or like whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I've from what I've noticed, the month or the like no ads, they
Yeah.
don't have like an option And when you think about it, like the tax, like everything's gonna come out to the same. It's not like, you're making any money if, I pay monthly or if I pay yearly. Like, so
Yeah.
just let me pay yearly. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, that's a little annoying, especially with like Apple One, because I do utilize most of those, like 80% of those services.
Mm-hmm.
But they just will not do like a yearly option. I'm not even looking for a discount at this point. At this point, I just want like
To
I
pay up
just don't
front.
want to think about it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
I
maybe
just
you could
want
just pay in advance. Oh no, because it comes out of your. It comes out automatically, right?
yeah, yeah.
Or maybe what you could do is put the amount into a particular card,
Yeah,
and
and then
then.
just have it come from that. I'll do
Mm-hmm.
my own annual subscription through Tiffany LLC, or Holistically Tiffany LLC,
Yeah, as long as that's legal.
MIA. And Tiffany Holistically Tiffany LLC MIA.
Are you thinking about doing an LLC for your business?
You know what? Honestly, yes. Yes, I am. But okay, so I have to confess something. There have been so many times where I've like
Confessions?
jumped the gun
Yeah.
and went ahead and like started an LLC and then really didn't do anything. I've done that several times.
Mm-hmm.
So this time I just want to, and this is going to sound so strange, but I kind of want to see how I feel in the business. So like right now, my business would be like Holistically Tiffany,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of want to see like how I feel, because I can't tell you how many times I
Uh-oh.
had research, had the, or is everything
It
good?
went back.
You're
It's
good?
the last thing I heard was I can't tell you how many times
Oh,
about your
can you
businesses.
hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. What was I saying? Oh,
uh,
yeah, 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 about like I'm sorry. Can you
no,
help
you're
me?
fine. Of course, I can help you. You said I can't tell you how many times that like you like started a business and then.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, like okay, so yes, I'll go ahead and I'll start these I'm laughing at S dots.
His little head moving.
But yeah, I can't tell you how many times like I've started a business and just you know what? Your incense smoke, it kind of reminds me of like back in the days when we used to smoke
I
trees.
know. That's why I was like, I'm hoping no one thinks like off to the side. There's like I start like smoking up a doobie or something.
Right.
So
That's
like
what it looks like too.
they're incense, and it has like a little shape of the moon. I could move it so you could see it, and I probably could
Yeah.
move it to the side. So like
Oh
world.
my god, I love
I wonder if I
that.
well
Love,
if I
love,
put it
love,
here,
love,
then it's
love,
just
love,
going to be
love.
like right in the
Yeah.
frame.
Oh my
But
goodness.
of
You
course,
know
there's some
what?
type of wind in here.
Of course, right? Of
I
course.
guess AC. Roll it up.
These kids just got a full energy upgrade because number one riled up number three. Oh my gosh. Like, yes, that happened. No, number one was we had kind of like a bad, not a bad day, but we kind of had like a very emotional day related to doing schoolwork,
Mm-hmm.
which, that's a non negotiable. So you have to do it. So we'll give you space. You can, you know what I mean, be upset, cry, do whatever you have to do. But after you're finished, it's back time to schoolwork.
Yeah.
So, just dealing with that. And then I told you the other day we were at my in-laws. What I didn't tell you was that when we were leaving, he had an emotional breakdown where he, cried and didn't want to leave. And, it's in the moment, it's really difficult to like deal with, because you're like, oh my God, like, to us, it's
Yeah.
like
You're
not a big
worried
deal.
about how
Like,
other people are going to feel.
yeah,
Like, that's literally
yes,
probably the biggest thing.
yes,
Is if you had.
yeah,
Well, I'm sure they're supportive, but like when you're not sure
yeah,
how people are going to like respond to your child's like emotional
yes,
needs.
yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
yeah. Ugh, and it's, yeah, yeah. It's like, Yeah. And honestly, I kind of I kind of feel like I just kind of feel like oh, sorry. I am making sure that the everybody is out, or I'm sorry, on the stream and everything.
Oh
But
yeah, no
yeah,
worries.
so yeah, it's just it can be very overwhelming, and it can be very frustrating, like, dealing with an emotionally high spirited little person
Oh yeah, of
that you
course.
created.
Yeah, like our number one, like when
Hmm.
he's ready to go something, like when he's ready to leave,
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, okay, like I have like maybe 10 minutes. It depends on how he's
Yeah.
feeling or if something can distract him. But like
Yeah.
normally it's almost like he kind of senses the energy in the room too, like when he's like ready to
Yes.
go, cuz like every single time I have
Yeah.
not listened to him and been like, "Okay, let's go. We should go." Like
Yeah.
something has happened, whether it was him or like somebody else, and it was just like, "Oh man, it's like he like really kind of like has picked up on something. I don't know what it is."
Yeah.
But like when he says I'm ready to go, I need to be like ready to go and just
Yeah, like you're
start
ready
getting
to
S
go.
dot like, okay, it's time to.
Yeah.
The kids have had
Like
enough.
pack the kids up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know what that says to me? It says that he's, number one, is very intuitive.
Oh, I
You know
think
what I
so.
mean?
Yeah.
Which, yeah, like, which is such an amazing trait to have, because my number one, he, honey, La La Land, La La Land.
I'm always ready to
I
go.
like completely see, that's my hubby. He's always
Well, it's like for
like, are we
me,
finished yet?
I'm like so used to like when we go to places like to be there for a while. So like I don't
Hmm.
mind it. I just don't like it
Yeah.
when people are like hinting at you to leave, but like not
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, why don't you leave?" Like that
Like,
like bothers me.
yeah.
So like at one
Yeah.
point someone did that and I was like, "Okay." Just got up and started getting everybody ready. And they were like looking at me like I'm crazy and I'm like, "No, I'm not. Like I'm not going to sit here like thinking like, "Oh, they're just talking and they really just want us
Yeah.
to go." Like,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's
No. Yeah, I'm
just
with
end this.
you. I would be the same way. I've always been under that belief that I'm not going anywhere, or I don't want to be anywhere where I'm not welcome. You know what I mean?
Or
And I know
yeah,
it's not like a situation like that, but
once the vibes start feeling like a
yes,
little
yeah. Yeah.
whatever, I'm just like, okay, well,
It's time to go. It is
yeah,
time to go. No,
yeah,
I totally agree. I completely agree. Oh my goodness. And then, you know what I do kind of notice too? I just wonder, and no one's ever like said anything, but I do kind of wonder, like, when he is having a meltdown in public, like, what are people thinking? You know what I mean? Like, of course, I've had some like moms who've had like older kids or whatever, or could relate to like what I'm going through. They'll sometimes, like, whatever, depending on the situation, will like say some encouraging words. But
yeah,
sometimes, when you look around, you may notice a stare or two, and I know those people. I already put like a narrative, like I
yeah,
take what's in my head and put it on them, and I'm like, that she's like, oh my god, she can't get control of her kid, like, and look at her kid, like, why is he yelling, and Judge Judy, and I'm just
yeah.
like, it's like an insecurity thing where it's
Well,
like,
100%, and I understand that completely. But the
yeah.
thing is this though is that you're giving them the opportunity to have these big emotions with you now,
Hmm.
so that when they get older, they'll be able to um, express themselves better. And
Yeah.
as long as I think
Yeah.
like you kind of like try to help him work through his emotions and try to figure out a way
Yeah.
for him to understand like, okay, it's fine to have the big emotions,
Yeah.
but like when you're having them, are you safe?
Yeah.
Like those kind of things. Like, are we in a place where it's comfortable for you to do it? Because I know
Right.
sometimes I get worried too, because you don't want it to be where people are like, oh well, she's hurting her kids and that's why her kids are acting this way,
Yeah.
or like whatever the feeling is. I always like get really
Yeah.
anxious when the kids are like behaving however they're behaving. But
Mhm.
lately
Same.
I've been kind of like better So like if they,
Yeah.
as long, because I
That's
think the thing is,
good.
I think the biggest thing is like if your kids are having an emotional moment, it is not your turn then to have an emotional moment with them,
Yeah.
because then that just escalates everything. So if you could like try to
Yeah.
make sure you're as calm as you can be, then
Yeah.
like maybe it can help a little bit. I mean, obviously there's
It
going to be people who are
can.
going to say whatever they're going to say because it's a Tuesday and they want to say
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Or,
Yep.
they know so much even though their kids don't even talk to
Absolutely. They're
them.
geniuses. They're child psychologists without a
Oh,
PhD, all of that.
yeah. All that. They either
You
like don't
know?
have kids, uh
Right.
they beat their kids into submission, or like they
Yes.
don't even have a relationship with their kids, but they know how
Yeah.
to raise kids, and you're
Yeah.
doing it wrong. It's just like, well, if
Yeah.
I'm doing it wrong,
Oh
we'll
my
find
gosh.
out.
I was gonna say, aren't we always doing it wrong? Like, by whose standards, I have no idea, but I feel like
Yeah.
someone always have to like point out like your shortcomings. But I wanted to kind of touch on what you said, like when your child is having these big emotions and
Mm-hmm.
then you also in turn not have the big emotions and how it helps. And you said something, you said it helps a little bit. And I wholeheartedly agree. And honestly, in times like that, I feel like that little bit, right? That just tiny itty bitty piece of calm kid, serene kid, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
case in point, leaving my in-laws, we were totally calm and he was like freaking out. And honestly, by the time we hit the freeway, he was, pretty chill and apologizing for crying. And it's like,
Yeah.
you don't have to apologize for crying. But yeah,
Yeah.
so no, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, and of course, and then
Totally.
like when he is in that moment of, because honestly,
Mhm.
I think a lot of times like parents will try to like reprimand their kids like when their kids are in a highly emotional state,
Yeah.
and kids don't really respond to that well. I mean, I don't
No.
respond to it well when I'm in like a highly emotional state. If I'm like really
Yeah.
agitated and you're trying to like tell me to calm down or tell me why I did what I did was wrong, like that is
Yeah.
not working for me. Like you got to
Yeah.
let me like either get the emotion out or express the
Yeah.
feeling, or like have that time to just like kind of like whatever, or just feel validated in me having a
Yeah.
feeling, so that way I can feel comfortable to say, okay, this is what I'm going through, or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's like if
Yeah.
I can't do it, then I can't expect my kids to do it. And I think a lot of parents
Right.
expect
Right.
more from their kids than they do from themselves, which is wild.
I think so. Oh, I think
Which is so
so. Oh,
wild.
I totally agree with that. I completely agree with that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like oop, okay.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but yes,
totally.
yes. I do feel like a lot of times parents are either not parenting or they're living vicariously through their kids.
Yeah, which is not
Absolutely.
too bad, right? But when you
Yeah.
make your kids' whole like life, their journey about you, and how all of
Yeah.
the things that they're doing affect you, and how this will impact your life, I think that's when it can be a
Yeah.
problem. But like honestly, like I was so excited to see like the kids like experience like going to the zoo for the first time, experience going to
Yeah.
this for the first time, or like getting excited about the snow or something, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like I like seeing, like I feel like I live vicariously through that. And then the fact that my
Yeah.
oldest daughter likes dance, like that just like, oh, like I hope she becomes like a dancer or something. But if she doesn't
Yeah.
want to, that's fine too. And actually, it was
Yeah.
so cute. So like before her dance class, her and my oldest were outside playing, and then she had to get dressed, and then she came in and she was like
Mhm.
sitting in her ballet stuff while she was like watching him. She was like, oh, I think he's gonna be like a basketball player, like he's like
Oh,
really good.
yeah. Oh, that is so
I'm like, you're such a
sweet.
weirdo.
Oh my gosh, that is
I was
so
like, he
sweet.
might be, but he might not be. She's like, he's just doing so
Right.
good. And they were so silly. They were like,
Aw.
oh, And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss her when she goes to class." I'm like,
Oh,
what is
that is
going
so
on?
precious.
There's a bunch of
Yeah, but
weirdos in this house.
I was gonna say, like, oh, that's so sweet though. Like, I
So
love like
mushy.
the
Mushy?
encouragement, the
Yeah.
wishful thinking. I love it. I absolutely love it. Speaking of which, we were in the car earlier and I had made a comment to my hubby. And because like I am so mushy now, like I don't know if it's like my old senile age, but I am so mushy
Aw.
now. Like I am, and I
I'm waiting
I
to be mushy.
referenced when I got. Oh my gosh, it's coming. It's coming because I was like so not the like mushy person like at all, and now I'm like, oh my god, I need a tissue because I brought up when I cried on the stream that I cried on when I was
Yeah.
talking about my husband. And
Aw.
he's like, yeah, like you're pretty mushy, and I'm like,
But
poor
that's
thing.
not a bad thing to be mushy. You're so
You know
mushy.
what?
You are mushy.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, Tiffany
Oh,
is very mushy, Estat.
I'm very mushy. Yes, very, very mushy. And that it's so
Mush mushy.
crazy that I did not used to be that way. But this is also coming from the same person who thought she was never going to get married and never have kids. Ew. And now I'm like, oh my God, I would have had like another baby. Absolutely, if I could have.
Yeah, my mom's super mushy too. So like one year for my birthday, she got me a
Uh huh.
card for the year I was conceived and the year I was born. And in the year I was conceived, she wrote about like how excited she was to like be pregnant with me, and then like
Oh,
the year I was born, and then like how she felt
that's
about
like
that.
so
And I was
sweetly
like,
mushy. I love it.
"What is wrong with you?"
That is very, very, very sweetly mushy, and I
But she
adore
also
it.
gave me
I'm
a bunch
here
of
for it.
rosaries as well. So I was like, what are you trying to tell me? Like I'm a heathen or something?
Yeah.
And
Oh, did
is.
you grow up Catholic?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I went to
You
a
know what
Catholic
though?
church and I went to a Catholic
Um,
school at some point, but like, and,
yeah.
uh, but we kind of were like raised. I guess if we were going to be raised in anything, it would be like some type of Christian, like a Protestant. I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't
Yeah.
Baptist though. It wasn't Baptist.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
one or the other one. Not. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea.
No, it's okay. The only reason why I'm sorry.
Cause
I
the
know that's
rosary.
ghetto to munch on the stream. I'm finished. I'm sorry.
Well, it's the fact that
But
you like made awareness to it because no one knew. I didn't even know. I was looking at myself.
oh, I see. I was just trying to hold myself accountable. No, but yeah, the only reason why I asked was because of the rosary, and I don't know too much about like the Catholic religion.
Hmm.
When I was working at the law firm, one of the other secretaries and myself, we became pretty tight, and
Yeah.
she actually invited Des and I to her church, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, but either he stepped away from the diocese or was excommunicated. I don't think he was excommunicated. Anyway, he wasn't a part of the Catholic Church, but the religion was based on Catholicism, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
And he still went by the title father, but he wasn't a part of like the
Not a cult leader.
I saw that. I saw that too, and I just started crying. But yeah, so those are my. Oh, and my husband went to Catholic schools, so that's about my
Yeah,
extent of knowledge.
I believe S. Dot was raised Catholic. I believe.
Mhm.
I believe.
Mhm.
I was like waiting for confirmation.
I know, right, right,
but
right. Well,
but
I was
I
gonna
think he
ask
was.
you too. So on the rosary, isn't it like correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you say the like
Like
the
a
Hail
prayer,
Mary? Yeah,
live
or
the
like
live the
each
life.
time.
I
Oh,
think you
because we
can.
got kicked out.
I went to Catholic school, got kicked out. Live the life. Ridiculous. 10 Our Fathers to one
Other
Hail
than one
Mary.
Hail Mary.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that life. I never did confession or had them say, like, all I know is what
Mhm.
I've seen on, like, TV. Which
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how true the.
I've always wanted to do confession.
I
Yeah,
mean,
why the hell
technically,
not?
this is
Oh
what.
my
Oh,
god.
like go to a confession, like a confessional.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, just go find a Catholic church and hop
I
up in
feel
that.
like
Hop
I
up in
you know
there.
what? I
What are they gonna
want
do?
to because I really
Will they charge you
I
before you
really
walk
want to
in?
hear like
What they would
right,
say?
right. But I really want to hear like because I don't like I'm quite I don't think they give it advice or anything, but I just want to like confess some things and I just want to see like what his biblical
Advice would be
thoughts. Yes, like how would you
they probably do it like
not me
online.
assuming I'm a sinner.
No charge, and it's not like the movies. I mean, you probably could just. They probably do it online. Like they probably do like an
Yeah.
anonymous like whatever. You probably could Google
Yeah,
search
I
that.
listen, I'm serious about
Finding a
confess.
church.
I wanna do it. Yes.
Well, find one
I just
local.
but only to confess though. I don't wanna join any more churches. Okay, so you did I told you about the whole situation, right? Did I?
I
I
don't
feel
think
like I
so.
did.
Maybe.
Oh, I didn't tell you about the church
Was it
and
recent?
no, this was well, Des and I've been married for 11 years now, so like over a
They just
decade.
ask you if you repent, and if you do, they tell you how many prayers you need to do.
Okay.
Oh, so if I say I've sinned, then they say, "Oh, well, do you repent this sin?" And then you say,
Mhm.
"Yes." And then they say, "Okay, well, in order to like confirm your repentance that you've actually repented, you have to do these prayers, and if you
Yeah.
didn't do them, then you haven't truly repented." Yep. Okay. Well,
Okay.
God bless.
And is the Hail Mary, is that is that one of the prayers, like the Hail Mary, full of grace, I believe?
I don't know, but I just keep hearing a rap song in my head every time you say Hail Mary.
Oh, oh yeah, Tupac.
Yeah, I think that's who it is because it's like all
Mm-hmm.
I hear is Hail
Mm-hmm.
Mary. Like every single time you
Mm-hmm.
say it, I'm like, okay.
Come with me. Hail Mary, you can run quick, see.
La 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 la.
I
Yeah,
love Tupac. I do.
everyone should.
I do. I'm gonna tell you, I have
Um,
a theory. Actually, I never thought about this until my former therapist because
mm-hmm.
I was telling her like about his life and she's like, "Oh, well, I don't want to say it because well, I mean, actually Tupac fans are like old now." So she's like, "Well, maybe he was gay." And it took it was weird because like when you think of Tupac, right? And you think of someone of that orientation, you don't think like you don't correlate the two, right? But when she said it, so many like memories of and stories, kind of flooded back. Like for instance, Jada Pinkett Smith and Left Eye both considered him like their eternal like soul. I'm sorry, I just saw what Estat said.
Center.
But yeah. But yeah, they're like, "Oh my gosh," like even to the point where if I'm not
Take that
mistaken,
back.
Willow Smith wrote Tupac a letter because like her mom loved him so much. Yeah. But I mean, it's a Smith family, so. But anywho, so
But
when
wait,
you
wait.
think about that though.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Mhm,
So we're thinking about that. So how does that correlate?
mhm.
How does it like?
Well, for instance,
Okay.
because in these deep, deep, deep relationships that these ladies and then there was like another lady in there too, but in these deep, deep, deep relationships,
Huh.
they were never intimate. They never crossed that line. And they both spoke of, and even Jada Pinkett now, I'm sure, you can Google some things that she said recently.
Uh huh.
But, it was like this unrequited, like, love, like, oh my god, like, this love runs so deep, and then unfortunately, he was killed, and then, of course, like, Left Eye. But, oh, that's another thing too, so, um, I don't know, however many, a couple years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, there
Uh-huh.
was a special that kind of gave like insight of the life of like celebrities who I believe aren't here anymore because Left Eye was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the whole relationship with Andre Rison. They both were like domestic violence or whatever.
The one
And
she burned down
she
his
like
house.
set Yes, she wanted to set his clothes on fire, and I guess in this big old mansion, the tub was like that cheap, like, bath fitters tub. Yeah, and it, like, went up in flames. So the intent was not to burn his house. She wasn't that crazy. It just turned into a situation where, obviously she became that crazy.
He did deserve it.
So, but yes, what one of the things, like, he just kept saying was, like, she literally, even though they were, like, together, and, he'd call her, and she was, like, always at the studio with Pac and all this other stuff, and he was even saying, like, even back then, he just felt like he could not, like, compete with Pac, and if I'm not mistaken, I feel like there was, like, not, like, a confrontation, but, there was some type of I don't know, something between Andre Rison and Tupac's like, "No, that's, like, just my friend." And then the last story, so you remember the song "I Ain't Mad at Ya"?
Mm-hmm.
There's a kid that sings the hook, Danny Boy. So apparently, within like the last 2 years or so, Danny Boy actually came out. And he was saying that, back in the 90s, especially in the hip hop community, but all the stuff with Puffy, obviously, they were anyway.
Yeah.
So but yeah, he was like, you just didn't come out back then. But he said out of like everyone, he wouldn't say if he came out to Tupac, but he said like pretty much out of everybody on death row, the only person that even treated him with a semblance of respect was Tupac. So it's just little things like that kind of make me just wonder and not really be so shocked. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when you hear like Tupac and you hear whatever orientation, to me it just never was synonymous. Like growing up listening to his music, just whatever. But like putting that together, like it does not shock me. It does not shock me. And I don't know why. Because
Uh,
do I believe it? I don't know. I don't know.
okay, wait, is this? Tupac lost the real love of his life, like the story Renee. She was shot and killed, and I think he never wanted to get close in a relationship again. Well, that makes sense. But like honestly, like I feel like all the things you've said has, for my
Mhm.
brain, has not equated with like that he would be. Like I wouldn't care if he was, but
Yeah,
like
oh,
it doesn't.
that's
It
like number
doesn't.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't equate for me. Like I think like from my perspective of him, obviously, because I didn't know him, he just seemed like a person who like actually genuinely cared about people. Like, and I think maybe he probably wouldn't have
I
cared
think
about.
that was totally true, and I think, like sorry to cut you off, but that
No,
whole, like, thug, like that was just an act because before he got killed, he was doing, like, the acting thing, and just watching old interviews of him
yeah.
like on set, you can see like how happy like acting made him feel, and
Well, yeah,
you
because
could
didn't
just
he go to
feel
like?
like
I think he went to like a school of arts or something like that. So like him
in New
going to,
York, I
yeah.
feel,
So stuff
yeah.
like that, I don't like. I think
Mhm.
that would have given him a framework of knowing that like, it's not about like your Juilliard. Yeah. So it's not
Yeah,
about your
Juilliard, yeah.
sexuality. It's about like the person. So I feel like he like if you were a quality person, then he liked you because you were a
Yeah.
quality person. This is also just my perspective of it, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
So, but
absolutely.
honestly, for me, like men being friends with women, I don't think is a sign of them possibly being, gay.
Mhm.
And it
Men
almost
being
it's,
friends with women? No, I
well,
don't
yeah, and
think that
having like
either.
a super connection with them too, because it's like,
Yeah.
then like, well, if I
Oh,
have
I
a
see
super
what you're
connection with
saying.
like a
Oh, so we're
girl,
not talking about like just like casual friends, like like okay, yes, sorry,
yeah, yeah.
sorry,
But it's
sorry.
like it could be also like I see this person as like a member of my family, and maybe he saw
Yeah.
them that way, and maybe the problem with them, or even
Soulmates.
like
He saw
yeah,
them as soulmates, according to
or
them. According to
yeah,
them.
yeah, according to them. But like honestly, people are gonna say whatever they need to say to make themselves, you know, maybe a bigger part of someone's life. than they actually were.
Oh, so
I
you
mean,
think they were
not saying,
sprinkling crack on it?
I don't know, right? Like, I obviously wasn't there, and if that's how she feels about it. I mean, there's
Oh,
no one here to like refute it. So like, whatever she can say, honestly, whatever. Just like when we were talking about like the Selena and the person who harmed her,
mhm.
like she can literally say whatever. Or Casey Anthony, she can say whatever because we
Oh,
don't
I have
know
a strong opinion about that one.
about the Peacock one,
Oh,
like the
I couldn't
document.
even stomach it. I think I
Yeah,
watched maybe the first 10 minutes before I was like, okay, not interested, and turned it off.
yeah. I watched someone talk
Did
about
you
it.
watch it?
I had to because like my problem is like if someone talks about it and I watch their thing, like
You want to see
I
for
I
yourself?
I have to, so because then my brain is like, okay, well, what did they mean when they said this, or like did they truly mean it this
And you
way?
want to formulate your own opinion.
I do. I really do.
Mm,
So
yeah.
that's my hesitation, or whatever. So the thing is like she could have been very big in his life, but she also wasn't someone he was trying to be in a relationship with. He was trying to be in a relationship with somebody else. So like, you know, she might have held like a stance in his
Sorry.
life as far as
Yeah.
like a friend, like a sister, maybe someone
Yeah.
that like he thought of like his mom, or like one of the people in the movement in the Black Panther party. Maybe he saw her like that, but he didn't really see her as someone to be like his wife or his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You make a valid point.
Or he
For
didn't
sure.
want to harm the relationship that they had, so like maybe that was part of it too. Maybe they did have a really good bond, and he
Hmm.
figured, well, if we become more than just friends, it may damage that. So
That is a stand up guy. Because I don't know too many guys who would turn down
turn down
some
what? Jada Pinkett Smith.
punana.
Oh, well, I hope you know a
No,
bunch of. I hope you
just
know at
puss
least.
in general.
I hope you know at least one.
Well, a straight guy, I should say. I should say. But
Your
yeah,
husband,
so yeah,
babe. Your
that's
husband.
very but get off the it was a figure of speech. Get off of it.
I can't. I cannot.
You have to move on. You have to move on.
Words.
But no, no, no. I
He's
do
not here. Words.
think like if that was the case too, and you absolutely have a point, but man, that man has the restraint of a I can't think of anything, but when I think of it, it'll be that.
Okay, great. Oh Lord, you're so silly. Well, that was a turn I did not see coming.
I know. I
I
know.
yeah, I
It's like
definitely.
a road trip where like we don't have a map, but we're just following the road just to see where it goes. Hopefully not Thelma
That
and
sounds
Louise
that
style,
sounds
which
scary.
it does sound scary, but it also sounds like an adventure. You know what that reminds me? Let's see if I can mention this without giving away too much information. So, back when I was in high school as a
Okay.
teenager, just got my license. So I was always trying to like kick it and hang out with my friends because I was like
Hmm.
one of the first person to have a vehicle. So there was this there was this area of land that had all these winding roads throughout, acres and acres and acres of land. Is actually pretty cool.
Hmm.
But what I used to do, and this was so like I couldn't even imagine doing this now, but what I used to do is I'd like fill up my car and go like pick up my friends, and we would go like cruising at night down these dark windy roads, and it was so much fun. And that kind of takes me back to when life was simple things and simple life. But yeah, that was what we used to do. So
I
corny,
was like
right?
so
But I was
ready for.
also 16
I was
and I
so
couldn't
ready to
get
hear
into
you
like fun
say
places.
you did donuts or something. Like I was like expecting you to be like, oh yeah, we ran
I
around and we did a bunch of donuts everywhere.
I have done donuts. I
Tipped
have.
over
Okay, so
cows.
I was I was worked at the body shop. I was in the office there. So a lot of times, when people would leave like really cool cars, that were
Oh, well,
mhm.
fancy. I was at home. Or like at a like a dance class, or like watching my brothers. I was
I
very
was gonna
bored.
say you were a very
Boring
booked
child.
and busy teenager.
I was not booked and busy. I was very much
You were
like
booked and busy?
relaxed and taking a class.
I was booked and busy, like, but on my own accord. So, like, everything that I was booked and busy about was stupid. It was dumb.
Oh, well, no. Because when I was in Texas, I did dance, and we had like
Mhm.
we'd have a class for it at like I think it was like our first period. We had class for
Yeah.
our dance. Well, I don't know why I'm doing
Yeah.
that. It was dance, and then then we would have after school where we would
Mhm.
practice too. So I used to love that. That was so much fun. And then when I went to North Chicago, then I just was in like the dance team slash cheerleading team. So I
Yeah.
auditioned for dance, and they didn't have enough girls for dance and cheer, so they combined us. And
Ah.
I was like, oh, okay. Even though I
Ah.
did have fun wearing like the little cheerleader outfit. I don't know why I
Yeah.
keep doing the quotation.
I was a high school cheerleader,
The
so
cheerleader outfit.
I
Did you guys wear them
remember.
on
Mhm.
Fridays? Because they let us like in
We wore them every Friday
yeah.
or like home game, like you know what I mean, whatever day during the week where I almost said where they played at home. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so we did that. But and that was nice
Mhm.
because then we didn't have to wear like the uniform, which was like a white shirt and
Yeah.
black pants, which was like ugh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, like my school yes, and what was the name of there was like a line of school uniforms and it was like French something. Oh, this is gonna
Is it the
hold on,
plaid
but I
ones?
no, well, I think some of the designs were in plaid, but like for us because we could only do navy or black like
Bottoms?
pants or skirts.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
bottoms.
think that was the same for us.
Yeah, and then for the tops, it was just white and light blue. Yeah, light blue. And I want to say, let me see, because I know.
Yeah, I used to wear
Okay.
white and black. Oh, and then I used to. So I would have like an under. I would wear like a white, like little shirt, and then underneath it, I'd have like a red top, a blue top,
Uh-huh.
a different color top.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. I
I was like,
remember that,
it.
like doing
I
that.
never wanted to wear a uniform because
Whoa.
I felt like it just like it takes away your like personality. It's
I
so
think so.
annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So let me ask you,
What up,
did
nerdy
okay,
teachers?
so oh hi nerdy teachers. So I want to ask you, did you guys like was it always uniform or like in like when you were there or
So,
did it turn into that?
so in
Because ours
Texas,
turned into that.
ugh. So in Texas, I didn't have a uniform at
Mhm.
all. Like we wore whatever.
Yeah.
And then when I went to North
Yeah.
Chicago, we had a uniform. So I walked
Yeah.
into a uniform. I like when I got there for the first day, they were like, "Well, if she doesn't have a uniform, then she can't come into class." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's so weird." And then other
Yeah.
people, they were able to come in without having a uniform on. So I was like, "What's that about?" Overthinking in
Oh my
progress.
gosh. Yes, first of all, Belle,
Disrespectful.
hello, my love. I'm so glad you're here. And yes, French toast was the name of the school clothes. The
Oh yes, yes, yes. French
you know
toast.
what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, thank you. Because I was like, I know it was something. Oh, but I was gonna say, so that when we initially like okay, so initially in my neighborhood, like where I grew up, um, we were not in uniforms. And then because, we it was, the hood. So I guess it was too many
I was like,
like
"What?"
incidents that like were happening. So they're like, they shut it all down and they're like, you guys are like, gonna have uniforms.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. And then we ended up moving to a better neighborhood. So that school ended up not having uniforms, which was great for me because, like you said, like I was so happy to just be in normal clothes. Like I did not, because it felt like a prison uniform
Yeah,
almost.
I went the
It was so
opposite way.
itchy.
Yeah, I went the
You
opposite
went the
way.
opposite.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had normal
Yeah.
clothes and then had to go to, but like well, I think a lot of us, we didn't wear like the typical uniform. It was like we just used the
Yeah.
color patterns and like dressed
Yeah.
accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
So,
that was smart. That was really smart.
yeah, but ugh, whatever.
That was
But
really smart.
like, so when you were at the school where like it transitioned into wearing uniforms, like how did people react? Did like people show up not in uniform a lot?
So, okay, so when it first happened, I was like really, really young, like elementary. So I
Mm.
don't remember specifics, but by the time it was like sixth grade, seventh grade, everybody was pretty much used to it at that time, but you did certain things to kind of like,
Stand
you know
out.
what I mean? Like add a little, yeah, like swag to it a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I remember, especially the boys, they would wear like black on black, like Air Force Ones or like, you know what I mean? Just to like, and then sometimes you could get away with like black on black sneakers because sneakers were not allowed. Like they had to wear, oh my God. So I felt really bad for the boys because at least for the girl shoes, like they were kinda cute, like, they were okay, but these, like, dress shoes, they look like old church shoes or something. It was just, like, not the business, so and I remember, oh my god, I specifically remember, there's this one kid who he wanted to play basketball because we had, like, phys ed, and he wanted to play basketball, but he forgot his gym shoes, so
Mm-hmm.
he had to play in those, like,
Dance
super
shoes or
long,
not dance shoes?
shiny, stiff.
His school shoes.
But they may as well look like they may as well look like tap shoes without the metal at the bottom, like, those long, like, with the little wide heel on the back,
Oh,
and all you heard was, like, him either smacking the ground or him yelling like, "Oh, I don't have my shoes," like, I guess defending why he cute. Oh my
make
god,
a
I
hit.
just know we died. Yes, we
Aw, poor thing.
died. It was so funny because he was, like, dressed in, like, gym clothes with these
Yeah, I don't really
with these
remember it
old
at
church
all.
shoes.
I,
No.
I feel like I blocked out a lot of stuff. I just remember wearing uniforms, but
I blocked out a lot of
but you know,
stuff.
we have.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Like I think we did have to wear like a particular outfit for gym, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. Ugh, I
I know,
don't know.
isn't it insane, like, thinking back to that? Like, okay, like, for instance, when I think back to, like, high school reunions, like,
Have you gone to any of your high school reunions?
hell no,
Oh,
no, no, no,
I have
hell
not. I
no.
have not gone to any of mine.
Are you interested in going to any of
I
yours?
was I was gonna go to one, and then I think I bought
Mhm.
a ticket for like to go, but then I never bought like
Yeah.
the flight to get there.
Yeah.
And I was just
Yeah.
like I really don't
Yeah, like,
care.
should
Like I
I?
see all these people
Yeah.
on like
On
Facebook,
Facebook,
and the
and,
ones I
like, my
wanted to talk
town
to, I
is
was
not
talking
that big.
to. So I was like,
I
oh
was just
well.
gonna say, yes, and then, like, also too, because this happens a lot here, so, randomly, I don't know why I thought my city had, like, I don't know what I thought, like, 1,000,000 people? Yeah, no, like, less than 500,000. So, obviously, that's why it's so small, right? But I'm constantly bumping into people that I haven't seen since, like, junior high,
Oh
or
my
you know what
god.
I mean? So, it's constantly, like, bumping into people, like,
Yeah, I
so
can't
it's like
imagine.
it almost doesn't feel like,
Like you've
kind of
left at all. Yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
yeah,
Like I
yeah,
if I think like when I was in Florida, I saw like a couple
mhm,
people that I had like went to school with, like
yeah.
throughout my schooling career, and
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
just
gonna
like,
say, your
oh,
academic career, darling.
I was like, oh my god, that's it's just so crazy seeing people that like when I was like
Yeah.
super
It
young. Because like
is. It is.
I rarely see that because growing up in a military family, like we were like all over the place. So
Moving
like
around a lot. Yeah.
yeah, so it's very rare that I see. I think there was like one kid, and then we ended up in the same area.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like we're in the same area, but we never really
Yeah.
hung out or anything like that. We just saw each other on Facebook, and like added, and that was like the extent of
Right. Yeah, yeah,
our
yeah.
friendship level.
No.
But we weren't super close
Yeah.
back then either. So like it wouldn't make sense if we were super close now, or then
Yeah.
when saw him again. So
Uh-oh.
it is crazy. Well, what happened?
So, I'm sorry. I'm trying to I can't walk and chew bubble gum. So, Belle is on my stream, so I also see her chat
Uh huh.
in OBS. So, sorry. Like it just
Oh,
caught my
no worries.
attention for
Yeah,
a little
I can't see her
bit.
chat at all, so I have no idea. So if
Yeah,
whatever she's
okay.
saying,
I'll
you
just make sure I
yeah,
keep like both visible. So, like if
yeah.
somebody says something, I can
I
be like,
wonder why I
"Oh,
can't see both. I wonder if I would have to go in yours too. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Maybe. I think maybe like she probably maybe she's like on my channel
Oh yeah,
on that
yeah. But I
side.
thought that it would just like I don't know, like
That's what I
mirror.
thought too. Yeah, that's what I thought too, actually. Now that you're saying that. Yes, that's what I thought too. But listen, that's okay. I don't care. Like, I'm just so happy. By the way, like, total apology, Mac completely being
Are you
duty
apologizing?
but
You're apologizing for the Mac?
I am apologizing for the Mac because I
I don't
also
think you
feel
should.
like
I think that's
but
fine.
I do. I feel kind of bad because I also feel like if like I don't know why I did not think of this setup weeks ago. So my bad.
Well,
I'm sorry, you
but
guys.
you would have never
I'm
known.
sorry, S. Dot.
He had fun. Oh wait, okay.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
over here so I can see both.
Belle moved over.
Oh,
Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, she knows me so well because she knows I'm gonna be on the other one and like not girl. Thank you, honey.
well, I'm glad you're over here. You know, what, maybe we should send them like a note, the streaming together, because like I really feel like if we're gonna stream together, like both of our chats should just be in sync, and we should see
Yeah.
all of it. Like,
That's how I always thought it was.
yeah, that's what I assumed it to be too. But like, I obviously
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Don't feel bad, girl. Me
What is
either.
it? I'm just here so I don't get fired.
Right? Right. I'm here for a meal. I'm here to earn my keep.
Right? Oh goodness, yeah. Hopefully, so I can make some money so I can have these kids dancing. They should be merged. They
Right.
should be
Oh my
merged.
god.
Maybe
They
there's a
should be
setting.
merged.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't. We
Yeah.
don't.
And
We
you
don't
know
know.
what? As long as everyone can see us, like I'm just happy.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
Oh my
like just
god, it can
totally
hear us.
happy.
Oh my god.
And can hear us, yes. Oh, that's what I was saying though. Like that whole situation with like Mac and like OBS and
Yeah.
I'm just so glad like
But okay, but let's be
I
clear.
got
It
it
wasn't just
together.
you. It was me too. Because there was like, what? Remember the last time when we came back from the struggle bus? I had a different setting.
Mhm.
So like, it's not just you. Maybe let's leave settings alone. Yeah, maybe let's.
Hands up.
Maybe let's.
Oh my god. I
I'm
was
about to
about to
touch
say
all the settings in here.
no, I'm not touching any of this. Look, my
Every
hands are
single one.
clean.
Your nails look nice though.
Thank you. So I just painted them yesterday.
The
Yeah,
color of your
yesterday.
soul.
Yes, my dark black evil soul.
Oh my god, why does it have to be evil? You got an evil soul? And oh my god,
A little bit.
my oldest would
I'm
have
like half
loved
and half.
that. My oldest would have loved that whole like. I can't wait till I replay it, and then he's in the room and he sees that he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah!" Well, swing away, baby, swing away.
Yes. Well, then I'm definitely not touching my settings.
Rockabye,
Nope.
baby.
I'm not trying to get stolen. I'm not trying to have my block knocked off.
It was giving
Yes,
Ursula.
it was giving Ursula. Oh, with the purple hair? Was her hair
Oh
purple?
no,
I feel
it was
like
blonde, or it was silver.
it was blonde. Yeah, like
She was
silver
purple,
blonde. Yeah, yeah.
or
Who was purple?
Ursula was purple, or her outfit was purple. Let's look her up.
Oh yeah, I do remember like
Your
something
poor
was purple.
unfortunate souls.
Oh, I really did. You like the Little Mermaid, the one with
Halle Bailey. Yes.
Haley, sorry.
With the young lady with red hair. Yes, I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
Yeah,
Like,
I liked it. I thought it was really cute.
now what
I
I
didn't know it
did
was a
hate.
musical though.
Huh?
I wasn't expecting. I didn't know it was a musical.
Have you seen Little
Like, I mean,
Mermaid? The
I have
original?
seen, and I know, like in the cartoon, they sing the songs, but I don't know why. I was just thinking it was just going to be like a movie, like with no songs. But then again, I know, like,
Halle Bailey.
Haley.
I think it's
Is it Hallie or Haley? Hallie. Halle Bailey
sure.
is a singer, so I should have known. But
Well, what was a bad one, which I was very, very upset about, was Beauty and the Beast. That pissed me off.
Beauty and the Beast.
That was horrible.
Was that the Emma
Watson? Watson?
Oh yes. So
Harry Potter. Hermione.
I as I said, it was better than the other Disney live actions.
Oh yeah, Little
For
Mermaid.
Beauty and the Beast, I saw it, but I do not remember it.
It was horrible
at all. But I know I saw it.
It was bad. I mean, the I'm not basing it off the acting, right? Like, I'm basing it off of the music, and how they chose to score the songs. It was horrible for me. I hated it. But I was obsessed with Beauty and the Beast. I loved Beauty and the Beast. That was like one of my favorites. So like me watching it, maybe like a regular person who like maybe liked it, didn't like it, it might be fine. For me, it was atrocious, and I hated every minute of it. I despised it. Yeah. And also The Lion King, I did not like that either. I didn't like the live action.
I didn't see the live action.
I did not like it.
I did not see Lion King.
I did not like it.
You didn't?
No. I didn't like Aladdin either. Forgot. But I was obsessed. Like, these are the cartoons that I was obsessed with. Either.
Yeah.
And so, like, watching the live action.
Were they disappointed?
For me, yeah, very much so. I didn't like it at all. Like, at all. Little Mermaid was the most tolerable for me. But.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't remember Beauty and the Beast. I did not see Lion King. Kind of forgot about it. And did not see Aladdin. Kind of forgot about it. But is that the Will Smith Genie one?
Yeah, Will Smith was Genie.
So, I am a huge fan of like Robin Williams, and it's like really sad like what happened to him or whatever. And for like the longest time, like, not to sound like I don't know, but for the longest time I couldn't watch anything like Mrs. Doubtfire or 1 Hour Photo, just like all these movies that I like really liked of him.
Enjoyed.
But I mean, yeah, but we did no, that's right. I didn't want to watch like Jumanji. I didn't. But I want to though. So
you should.
I don't want to be a sap anymore. I don't want to be a sap.
Oh.
So, and plus like his work was so great that like he wants us to enjoy it, right?
I would assume so.
See him at his happiest. I hope those were some of his happier moments.
Yeah, I think he struggled with I think depression. So
yeah,
I don't know exactly, but he had strugglings, and I don't think that it takes away from his art. I'm not saying that you think that, but like I think that he would. Yeah. I mean, I think he wouldn't have done it if he didn't want someone to enjoy it. And I think he was happy doing them. So,
especially like the more serious roles, like one of my favorite Robin Williams movie, hands down, 1 Hour Photo. Even now, I've seen it like 100 times. If I were to watch it now, I would still have that feeling of like suspense.
Oh yeah, I remember. Wasn't he also on? He was on SVU, I think, too. Like
Mhm.
he did a
Mhm.
lot of
Yeah, he
different
was.
things, and
Mhm.
that was a good
Yeah, he
episode.
did.
That was
Oh
freaky.
man, I
But
used
it's always
to
like it's
love
always
that
jarring
show.
for me to see like people that I'm used to seeing like funny in something more like
Mhm.
scary. Like even Jim Carrey when he was in something like
Yeah.
scary or like suspenseful or whatever you want to say, I was just like, "Oh my.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this."
Oh, have you ever seen what is that Jim Carrey like the number 23? Have you ever
I have seen it. Do I remember it 100%? No, but I have seen it.
Yeah, I
And
don't
that's one of
remember
the
it
ones
100%.
where I was like,
Yeah, one
"Oh,
of the, like, really suspenseful ones, yeah, and you wanna know something else? So, for the longest time, I, like, avoided watching The Truman Show, and
oh,
one day because, like, my hubby was talking about I think was it him? Oh, I feel like it was him, but, somebody was talking about it, and I just checked because it happened to be on Netflix,
uh-huh."
and I checked it out, and I was like, "Oh, wow, this is so good."
Oh yeah, the Truman Show was pretty good. And then it's like almost
Yeah,
like
it
what's
was.
going on now. Like everybody
Yes,
like
yes. It aged very well, like a fine Cabernet Sauvignon.
Robin Talent was
Robin's
unmatched.
talent was unmatched. There would never be no one to compare him. Loved him. The skills and the talent top tier. I totally agree.
Yeah,
I
he
totally
can only
agree.
be he.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And it
he was
was
really good.
like he was like, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of
I
like different roles, and I hear his voice in my head.
oh yeah, like I do like Robin Williams, but I mean honestly,
Mhm.
I would prefer more Jim Carrey over, but I like more Jim Carrey
I
movies than I did like Robin.
Yeah, then
I
Robin
like Robin,
Williams.
yeah, and I think he's a great person or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if I was going to pick like a Robin Williams movie, Robin Williams, yeah, Robin or
Mhm.
like Jim Carrey, it would definitely be Jim Carrey for me.
Yeah.
Cause like
So for me,
Liar
I
Liar is
kinda
top tier. Like The
so I
Mask, I
knew
want to
you were
watch it
gonna
again.
say that because when I think of, like, the quintessential, like, Jim Carrey movie, it's Liar Liar for
It
me.
has to be
That
like it's
okay.
so
I
good,
love that movie.
so good, so
And
good.
it's so funny. Yeah,
Everything about it is good. And I love him in the Sonic movies too. Like I think oh my god.
Oh, Kai or yeah,
Yeah. The Sonic
yes,
movies are just
yes,
like
yes.
so great. And it's just
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
know, it was like so funny. I love seeing and then I feel like in the Sonic movies they allow him to like
Mhm.
improvise and I think that's what's missing from like movies nowadays.
Yeah.
Like no one really improvises anything or at least it doesn't feel like it. It feels like everybody's like I'm
Oh,
saying exactly what the script told me to say.
yeah.
I feel like this or whatever. I mean, they
Yeah,
obviously do a
like,
little bit
very
better.
robotic.
Yeah, but it just doesn't. There's no like depth to it. It's like I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? So there one thing I was gonna say, a lot of times too, so they're remaking everything, which is
Everything,
fine, I guess.
everything.
Like
Like why?
if you like I listen, there was I cannot remember. I'll text you like when I talk to hubby later, but he was telling me about like a really popular movie that they're redoing and I'm like, "Why? Like why would you do that?" And so I also said something along the lines of like that would be like remaking Goonies and then I'm like, put
They're
that
gonna
back.
re.
I don't want to put that in the
They're about.
universe.
They're about to remake it.
Goonies is
Uh,
a classic. Don't touch it. Don't touch
I've
it.
never watched it, but
You never
yeah,
watch Goonies? Oh,
I have never.
my heart is shattering into a million pieces.
Well, girl,
That's
find some
okay.
tape.
If I would if I would implore you, I would at
So
least
watch it.
like just check it out in your free time.
I didn't see the color
Oh,
purple,
I didn't see it either, and
but they said it was
I
a
heard it
musical.
was okay, so that's one of the reasons why I didn't wanna watch it, and then 2, I did hear that it's like I got I think I is it closer to the book maybe? I don't
I
know, I
feel
just
like
know
since it's a
I
musical,
don't
more than likely they probably made it closer to like the play because like didn't they have Color Purple like
yeah.
on in theaters or not
Isn't
theaters
that
but like
like where
well yeah
made
theater
like
but
Broadway?
yeah Broadway. I'm almost
Mhm.
positive they had Color Purple on Broadway and I think they took the Broadway
I feel
show
like
and put it onto and
and
adapted it
and
to
filmed
the
it to
yeah.
film because if I'm not mistaken, isn't that why Celie is or I'm sorry, Fantasia Celie because she was Celie in the Broadway musical.
Oh, I don't know.
I think. I
More than
think.
that, I would
Yep.
assume so. I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
that's like a logical, like,
Yeah, like a smooth transition.
yeah, yeah, I think so. I mean, and Fantasia is
I'm
an
gonna
amazing
look
singer,
it up.
so The Color Purple was destroyed because of Oprah.
Oh, I was about to say something about Oprah, but Imma just keep it to myself because I
Yeah,
cannot stand that lady. You can
yeah.
even ask hubby. He knows I cannot
Don't get our
stand
stream knocked out because
right.
talking about the O,
Right.
not the good kind.
The O. Not the good O, the very bad O, the stinky O, "We don't like you O." No, just like
Eek.
I'm gonna see if, Fantasia was, Broadway because now I'm like, I just gotta know.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Figure it out. I would do that too
let's
sometimes.
see.
Like, it's like I'll be thinking about stuff and then, like, or we'll be talking about something and then, like, I have to
Yeah,
know, like,
you
what it
gotta
is.
know. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I do see her yeah, she was Celie as, or in the musicals. Yeah, that was pretty smart of them.
Like,
And
on
you're right,
Broadway?
her voice yeah, yep, she was Celie on Broadway and then in the, like, musical, the movie, but you are right. I remember so I was kinda not hip well, no, okay, I'm not gonna say that because everybody back in the day watched American Idol, especially the first few seasons, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I never really, like that particular season, I never really paid, like, much attention, and then I remember her winning, and then I remember because I feel like one part of the deal back then was
I
that you
don't
get,
think.
like, a
Fan-
recording contract or
no, I don't
something?
think Fantasia won.
She didn't? Okay, maybe that's why I don't remember
No,
okay,
I
because 'cause I'm
think
like, I remember
Ruben's.
her winning, but I
I think either
don't.
Ruben
Okay, never
Stutter
mind.
won or Clay Aiken. I think, or
I think it was Clay Aiken. I
I,
think it was the Clay Aiken
yeah, I don't think
season.
Fantasia won it all because it was like Fantasia and like
You're
I think
right.
someone else that
You're right.
did
You're
not
right.
win.
You
Uh,
are at Oh, no, Clay Aiken wasn't the winner? They okay, I think what Google is saying is that, Ruben Studdard won on I cannot remember, girl.
yeah, I don't
Oh,
think about.
S dot,
Oh no, I guess she did
says
win.
he's trapped. Did
I'm trapped.
she?
I don't know where to put number
I th
three on the couch.
I can't remember. Is number 3 sleeping?
Yeah,
But so she
Fantasia.
did win American Idol?
Yeah, it says
I
about
cannot
losing everything
remember.
after winning American Idol. So I guess you're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess she won. So I think maybe it was Clay Aiken and Ruben Sutter were there. I don't
I
know.
think yes, I think it
I
was
know
those
Kelly
2.
Clarkson won, and I did like Kelly Clarkson.
The curly kid,
The very first.
Justin Guarini,
Oh yeah,
was
that
that who
year.
she was?
Yeah, because remember they did like a
Okay.
Kelly and Justin
Yes.
like
Yeah. Oh,
musical.
that
I
movie?
never saw it, but
I never saw it either. I never saw it. But, oh, yeah, so, like, I really wasn't, like, a fan of her music, and obviously this isn't surprising, considering our last conversation about, like, music and stuff like that. So, like, I was like, I just didn't listen to her. And
well,
then
who? Fantasia
probably
or Kelly? Oh,
Fantasia. And so, like, probably I was so late to the game, girl. But this was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I like heard a song and she was like singing and I like really got to like hear her voice and oh my goodness. I was like, I like her. So yeah, that I like Fantasia.
oh yeah, I like Fantasia a lot. Like yeah,
I
she's.
do.
But one thing I did not like.
Not even American Idol safe.
No one's safe. No, but one thing I didn't like. So I really liked this one artist named Life Jennings, and he had
Oh
a.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember Life Jennings.
So
Yeah.
on his first album, it was there. I can't remember the name of the song, but it was like him and like another lady singing, and like they sounded so
Yeah.
amazing. And then when he did the video for it, he had Fantasia
Yeah.
on it, and I was like, Okay, I like Fantasia,
Oh, because
but
she wasn't the girl singing, like, on
no,
the actual, like,
she
song.
wasn't the original person singing the song,
Okay,
like on his album.
yeah.
But they like, I guess for like whatever purposes they had to
For
like
props and yeah, like,
whatever,
yeah, yeah,
they added
yeah.
her to the song, which whatever.
Yeah,
But I did not like that song as much anymore because it's just
yeah.
like it just felt like it felt like she just stole something from me. I don't know. I was like so mad,
Aw.
but I guess it
You're
was
like, "I was expecting this
yeah, one
version,
lady
and
and
I
now
got
I got
this
another one.
version."
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
almost like
yeah.
with Usher when he had Usher and Alicia Keys, they had that My Boo song. Well, they played it on the Super Bowl, but they had that version and then they had the version with like Usher and Beyonce singing My Boo. And I liked the Usher and Alicia Keys version better cuz I think that's the one I heard first.
I feel like I know or I've heard that, but, like, my brain cannot be completely
It's
sure,
not
but I
computing.
it's not computing. The math isn't mathing right now,
That's fine,
but
but it
I feel
happened.
like if I heard it, I would be like, "Oh, yeah, wait a minute. I know
Yeah.
that."
Yeah. So, I don't know, like
Usher,
if I
did you,
have
watch
go ahead. Did I watch what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna sorry, I was gonna ask if you watched, Usher's halftime show?
I did. I did.
Mhm.
What did you think? So,
I thought it was great.
you thought it was great? Oh, that's nice. I did not. Like I thought it was nice. I think for like him doing all the stuff he was doing, that was amazing. But like something didn't it just
Love in
there
this
was
club?
oh yeah, love in this they sang they sang love in this club together.
Love in this club together.
Who did? No, Usher
Was
didn't sing
that
that with somebody
Usher?
else. That was like Little John. Oh, are you talking about the halftime show? Yeah, because they sang Love and. No. Wait, what?
Hold on, let me Google.
No. Okay,
'Cause I
so
I
I
hear
think
the melody
she was
"Love in this
in
club."
that video, I believe. Maybe. But no, she did sing. She had a verse on My Boo. Like, it was Beyonce. Usher and Beyonce had a verse. Or, Beyonce had a verse on that.
Love in this club was Usher and Young Jeezy.
Yeah, My Boo, there's two versions of it. There's an Alicia Keys version, and then there's a Beyonce version.
I feel like I know this, but I let me hold on because now I gotta
Yeah.
listen. So
Oh.
it was
Okay.
Usher.
So yes, there was a Beyonce version of "Love in This Club" because she's like da na 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 yeah,
Oh,
whatever she says. But yeah, so she was on that one, but she was also
yeah.
on the My Boo one too. So there's no part two of My Boo. There's two. No,
Let's
there's
see.
no part two. There's like just two different versions. There's an Usher version. There's an Usher version. There's
Wow,
a
like
Beyonce
there
version, and
is
then there's a Alicia Keys version.
an Alicia Keys.
And I can't remember if the Alicia Keys version was like on the album, and then they did like the Beyonce version, almost like what they did for like Life Jennings and Fantasia. Like she's just like
Hmm.
a hot artist that's out, so he put her on there, kind of thing. But yeah,
Is this it?
my boo, it is my boo.
I had to because the person added their own intro.
Oh, they added their own intro.
Oh yeah, that's Beyonce.
No,
Her
that sounds
voice
like
sounds
Alicia.
weaker.
No, that sounds like
Is this
Alicia.
Alicia?
That's
What
a
the
wait.
heck? Okay, hold
I don't
on.
know what you're listening to. Is that like a
Here.
real song? That's Alicia.
Oh yeah, that is
Wait,
Alicia.
I can't tell because like I get
No.
like clips of it, and then like as soon as I like trying to hear it, you like cut it off or like move it somewhere else.
Hold on. I'm trying to I because that was like when I googled it, that was just like
My boo.
a YouTube pop like a video from 2009. Um yeah, I don't know.
Well, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was two.
Let's see. I need to find this. Hold on. I'm gonna go to Apple Music. All
Oh, I
right.
hear somebody.
So, because I need to. Okay, there's love in this club. And there is. I do not see in my book. Well, either who. I'll keep looking, but yes. Yes. Okay, yes. But yeah, I'm interested in that because I like I said, my brain is trying to tell me that I do know this, but also my brain is like, I don't know this. But
Oh,
that's like the story of my life
it's
every
completely
single
fine because I
day.
do know. I do know. I literally had an argument with my sister about it because, like, she loves Beyonce. So, like, me and her husband like the Alicia Keys version, and she liked the Beyonce version. So, I
That's
know.
what I see. I like when I looked for it,
Let's
I'm
take it off
thinking
the
like,
road
oh,
because
okay,
I see a
here's the
bunch of people on
song.
TikTok
And then
now.
I click on the video and it's like this long, okay, skip. And then I heard the singing and I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know. It was. I mean, it wasn't bad. I just like it. I think the Alicia Key version was better, but it wasn't bad.
I just want
It's
to
it's
hear
just
it. That's all.
Beyonce.
I just want to hear the Usher and Beyonce version. That's all I want. Like, can somebody
Oh,
please post that?
I don't know.
Um,
Maybe they did take it
yeah,
off. I
okay,
wonder
hold on.
why they would have taken it off though. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Like now I'm all curious. Okay, this is Daily
I don't know.
Motion. Okay.
I just know what I know. That's
Yeah,
Alicia.
this is. Wait a minute.
Because I feel like the quality of it was better.
Is this it? This is it.
I can hear nothing. But if you hear Beyonce, then that's it. Is the stream on? Oh no. Are you okay? Estelle, can you hear me? It probably flopped, lol, but let me see. Let's see that on the Beyonce internet. So I hear you. Tiff is frozen. Oh no. Yeah, I know for a fact that it truly did happen. I swear. Yeah, and Tiffany did freeze. It's because of the Beyonce. Oh, but she's not gonna be able to see my notes. Hey. Yes, Beyonce did a mix of my boo. Thanks for the confirmation, babe. Hopefully everything's okay. I believe you, LOL. I just don't remember it. That's fine. I just remember having a heated discussion about it. So, like, it's like imprinted in my brain. I'll never forget. So, unless they come and get me, I'll always be the one talking about that song. But hopefully she comes back on. I feel so lonely now. Well, talk about life. Okay, like what kind of life should I talk about? Married life? It just feels so awkward now. I just feel awkward. Ask me a question and then I can tell you an answer. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Like I'm still like I wonder what happened though. Oh, I see. Talk about life again. Okay. Let's see. So, when you play The Sim, what's your main goal? To have fun? I don't have goals. I see this one girl who plays and she has like goals, and I was like, well, maybe that would help me like be more interested in this or something. But no, it's just to like play as long as I can before a kid comes in here and tells me they're hungry or they need something. Or do you create stories for your characters? I do not. I just spend a long time making the character and then I let them tell the story for me. They are always hungry. Always hungry. I literally will feed them and then they'll be like, hey, can I have a snack? But I just fed you. Like, just fed you. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do when they all are like trying to get food and stuff. Oh, like the desktop audio is gone too, but that's probably because she's not here. I feel like I'm just talking to myself and that I'm like a weirdo. That's what I feel like right now. So thank you for being here. And let's see, hopefully she comes back. Where are you? We miss you. Maybe I should FaceTime her. Welcome to Twitch, right? I talk to myself all the time. Well, like, you're crazy. I talk to myself too, but let me see. I'm gonna try to video chat her and see if she answers. I wonder if something happened to the well, obviously something happened to the camera. But the only thing is when she's on what is it? Do not disturb. She's not gonna see that I'm texting or like I'm FaceTiming her. But yeah. So how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing fine? A road trip? Oh yeah, we should go to a road trip. Like where do you want to go for a road trip? I'm gonna do a recorded video. Hey Tiffany, we're trying to get back in contact with you. Okay. That's weird. And I'm gonna just send it. Whatever. Oh, can't I like... Oh, girl, I'm getting back on my power flicked off. Oh, it was Beyonce or Oprah. Oprah, shut her power down. Oh, can you send me another invite? Oh, let me do that. Okay, hold on, guys. Wait, it should just be there, right? I'll just send it again to see what happens. Action already taken. The host or another mod just performed that action. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Already sent. Okay, let's see. Maybe when she just goes back on it, it'll just pop back up, right? That seems right. Yeah, I think that's right. Well, this is fun. I think Oprah did it. Here's where the stream blows up, LOL. Like, what do you mean? 'Cause the blooper reel. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I'm back.
Hey! Yay! I almost hung up. Hold on.
Oh my! I am so sorry about that. Like,
it was Oprah.
It was. Oh, she's trying to shut us down.
It was either her or Beyonce. They're like, oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute.
No, you know what pissed me off though? What really pissed me off was I found the actual Usher and Beyonce song, and then I got cut off. I'm like, no.
Oh my god. I'm like over here feeling so awkward. I'm like, oh my god. I don't know what to do. And so it's like, talk about Sims. I don't know.
I'm so anxious. Look, I'm sweating. That's how I'm sorry, guys.
It's not your fault. It's Beyonce and Oprah. Gosh.
It is. They said, you know what? What you're not going to do is besmirch my name.
Bye.
Oh, that was insane.
Confusion.
Confusion. We're back.
Oh my god, thank God.
Oh my God.
This is proof I can't do this by myself. Oh, I was sweating like a whore in church. Is that what they say?
Yes, you were sweating like a whore in church. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness, girl. Ugh, Jesus.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. So, yes.
Oh my God.
I heard the song, and it was so funny too because, well, not funny, but
don't play it again. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it again, but yeah, it is. Yes, I feel like just from what I heard, it was definitely Beyonce's, her riffs and
Yeah, yeah.
like signature Beyonce riffs and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I
I
do
just
like the Alicia Keys one better because, that's the one I didn't even know that Usher did another version with
well,
Beyonce.
he may not have done another version. It might have just been like,
You think
how
that
like,
they
yeah, someone probably just was like, this is another option.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably what it was. Because I feel like back then, and maybe still today, I think they do that a lot. Like, they, like, one person will have a main song, and then they'll send it out
Yeah.
to a couple different people, and then a couple different people will put it, and then they pick the one that they like the best, I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
it's
the
like
one
it's
that they
kind of
have to do.
right, the one that they're obligated to do contractually.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's kind of like how like what I think a lot of these remixes are like, like you said, they'll send out like the song, like the completed song, and like have a rapper or another singer or whoever lay down the tracks
Yeah, it's like
down in
leaked.
the stew.
Yeah, it's like a leaked version of whatever kind of thing.
Yes, yeah. No, so I used to watch this. Okay, this is how trashy and corny my reality TV consumption is. So, this was a few years ago. Even though I think it may still come on, I'm not sure, but Love and Hip Hop, it was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Ray J's god sister, Brandy. Her name was Brandy, and she was
Mm-hmm.
really short, and her and her husband, who was a producer, they had the little boy. Well, that's where I got that from because he would always tell Brandy like, "Yeah, I'm going to the stew."
Oh,
Talking
ew.
about the studio.
Not the
I
stew.
know, like, "Yeah, I'm going to the stew, girl. I'll be back. You can catch me at the stew." And
Yeah.
oh my god, it was so cringe. So yeah, that's why, gotta lay down the tracks in the stew.
Yeah, I used to watch Love and Hip Hop. I think I tried all of them. I
Yeah,
never got
I
into
tried
my
all
yeah.
of them.
No, yeah, I did try them
I didn't
all.
like Miami. That's the one with like where Bobby Lights okay.
I
I
don't know.
gotta I
I
gotta
think I might
see.
have stopped by then. Like I remember when
Yeah.
Trina was on, and I think Trick Daddy, and then like I
Yes.
like
So
vaguely I don't really remember it. Like I think I was at that point I was kind of like, I'm not really into the
like
love and hip
fade
hop stuff
out.
anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they were super corny by then. But I do feel like Bobby Lights is, and I don't want to say this because it does have negative connotations, but okay, so okay, let's just put it like this. Like Bobby Lights pops up everywhere on this other station that I watch. It's a guilty pleasure and it is so
what is it?
ghetto. It is so ghetto. Okay,
Okay,
so it's the Zeus Network. Have you ever heard of it?
I have heard of it, and I only keep up with it when like Lovely T talks about something on there. Other than that, I have no idea about the
Oh,
Zeus
so
Network.
you haven't.
That's not my
Well,
bag.
you know what? No, listen, let me tell you something. You are very fortunate to not have laid eyes on any of these people. Okay, it's like Natalie from the Bad Girls Club. Like she's like the
I do not.
showrunner.
I do not like Natalie now.
Oh, and neither does the other girls. Like they beat her up and stuff. And like, but it's crazy because it's like at 40, like you're still like these ladies are fighting, like fist fighting, but it's also kind of
Well, yeah,
like
she's like our age,
you
Natalie. Like,
yes, and she's fighting with like no panties on and short dresses
well,
on.
she also
Zeus.
had like this like drama thing that Lovely T was just talking about like a couple minutes ago
Yeah.
before I got on. Well, not a
Yeah.
couple minutes ago, but like before I got on here, she was talking about it. Where like,
Yeah.
so, she's supposed to be married, right? And then like apparently she
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. She has
she took
the
a break,
husband.
right?
From her marriage?
Took a break. Hello, Lizzie, and I still have your oh wrong way.
What happened?
Sweater's still in here, but so she took
Hello.
she supposedly took a break from her husband, and then she was like cheating with this other guy, and then he's supposed to be doing an interview that's supposed to expose her, so then she exposed herself. Oh, okay,
Oh.
cool, cool, cool. We'll have to take a look. I'll make S stop buy something. Buy load. Yay, more right. Okay, there it goes. So he confirms.
I was gonna say, would you like to share with the class what the merch is?
Oh, well, this is one of hers.
Let's see.
Oh, hopefully. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, very cool.
Right? So cute.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's me. I'm totally cuddly, but I'm totally deadly.
Right? Oh, well, let me fix it back up so it's like actually. Yeah, let the hoes know right away.
Let those hoes know, bitch.
Okay.
But no, you're so lucky that oh no. Oh, sorry. Lovely T, Natalie, cheating on her husband, getting exposed, and possibly
Yes.
seeing her
Yes.
vagina again.
Yes. Supposedly,
Well,
she was
because
cheating.
I've already seen it before, so
Oh.
that's why I was like, again.
Well, God bless. Right. Whatever.
No.
Whatever.
So it is it bad to
No,
it
I mean,
looked stinky. Like,
okay,
it's
okay,
weird.
okay,
It just
okay,
looked
okay.
stinky.
No, I mean, we don't know that. Okay, anyways.
I'm telling you what it looked like.
Well, allegedly.
No, I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Unless it was AI, but I don't think it was.
What? Do they not censor Zeus?
Oh no, this wasn't on Zeus. It was still shots from her OnlyFans, I think.
Oh.
I saw it on Reddit.
Oh.
Yes, the YouTuber Lovely T. Yeah.
Oh yes,
And you're welcome. Yeah, your artwork is pretty cool.
Oh, she wasn't showing the goods. That was Natalie Nunn. That was Natalie Nunn. That was Natalie Nunn.
Oh, yes. No. Sorry, not Lovely T. Yes, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no. No, it wasn't Lovely T. It was Natalie that showed her.
She would never.
Hot Pocket.
Yeah. No, oh, Hot Pocket.
Lovely T is like
she's so classy. Like, she would not.
She is. Yes, I love her, and like she doesn't get into like all that like dumb drama.
Yeah, and she's a Leo.
Yes.
So.
Oh, I did not know that. Well, good for Lovely T. Listen, we love Leos.
We do.
But yeah, no. We didn't see hers, but yeah,
that's a good phrase. We didn't see her hot pocket, so that's great.
We didn't see her hot pocket, but yeah, Reddit rabbit hole. Like nothing is safe.
You kind of came in on an awkward like conversation, so we're like. It's like you came in, we were talking about something awkward, then I was like, oh yeah. It's just like, oh my God. Our bad. But anywho,
no, we're all adults.
Tiffany, you said that you like to watch Zeus Network, and that's your guilty pleasure. So, like, do you subscribe to it?
Garbage.
Do you subscribe?
Yeah. Oh. I give them my $7 a month for the trash. Well, the garbage, and I love it. It's so bad. It's so terrible.
So
like, it's worse than what you think.
Yeah, I like the housewife stuff. I like the Bravo stuff.
Yeah,
like that's my my little jam
stuff. You like the good stuff.
Well, I don't know if it's good, but I like that.
I like clean stuff, the edited stuff. I like the good stuff, but I also like the bad stuff. And
I can't get into it. Like
I like the bad stuff.
I can't. I used to watch Bad Girls Club.
I did too.
But then once they kept once it was like, oh, new girl's here, now I gotta fight her. I'm like, okay, but like she just showed up.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. That's how this past season of Baddie, I forget which one it was, but yeah, it kind of got to the point where it was sad to watch because you could tell like there were like 2 girls on there that they casted just to get beat up. Like you can just tell.
Like, are they getting paid
picking good? On them. So
I hope so, because like
no, let me tell you, because they were bragging. I guess they're going to like Turks and Caicos, like the Caribbean, essentially. Yeah. And so they were bragging about the network guy giving them, like, he even said it. I got He did a live on Instagram with Natalie, so he's like, yeah, I'm giving you guys $100,000, but the caveat to that
Like real
is
money?
there's like, yeah, like 100 grand, but there's like 15 girls
Oh, so
like
they have to
on
all
the
share it.
show.
Oh.
They have to all share it. Yeah. Yeah. So like, no, they're not really getting paid. Not enough for like your dignity and, having your clothes ripped off, fighting over a chain or that's not yours and was like one of the castmates' sister. Like the dumbest fight ever, but
Yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
that's
it
when
was pretty.
Bad Girls Club lost me. Like once they just kept fighting and fight, I was like, okay. Like I
Mhm.
remember like in the beginning it was like it was kind of cool because it was like these girls, they were tough, whatever, whatever. And then they
Mhm.
learned lessons and blah 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, remember they would have the, well, not therapy, but, like, the life I think she
Well,
would, like, talk to the girls.
yeah, they kind of had that, and then all of a sudden it changed,
Yeah.
and then they had something that was kind of like similar to that, like, but it was like Charm
Mhm.
School, and like I think Monique was like the
Oh,
host
you
of
know
it
what?
or
I never
something.
watched those, but yes, I
But
know
it was
exactly
from
what
it
you're
was like
talking
VH1.
about.
It was like all like the love
Mhm.
of the I don't know whatever it was like flavor of Love Girls and like I think Rock
Mhm.
of Love Girls or something. And I used to
Mhm.
watch that
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
And then but yeah,
Yeah.
I can't get into the fight. I don't like fighting and
Mhm.
I can't. I mean, I get that there's a market for it, but I can't imagine him going on a show like that. So like if I
Mhm.
can't see myself being a part of the show, like I don't really want to watch the show. I mean, even though
Aw.
I can't really be a part of that, like Housewives, because I'm not like
I was gonna
super rich and
I
famous.
totally don't see
But,
myself as a part of the Housewives, but I totally also watch the
but I
Housewives.
mean, but then again, I probably could be because half of them are not even wealthy. They're like literally just there. Like you just need a wealthy friend. Which
So
I
you
would
need a wealthy
prefer.
friend to
Yeah,
be.
I would just prefer to be like a friend of. Like I don't even want to be like the main girl. Like I just want to be the friend of that gets like a little cute little check just to walk up in there and say like,
I was
"Oh,
gonna
that's
say
crazy."
you meet at the restaurant with like the wine and you're
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yeah,
Like,
I agree,
oh,
girl.
oh, wow.
Don't talk
Visuals,
to my friend that way."
right? Just something
That is so
fun
funny. If I had to choose a reality
to
show
be on.
to be on, I would choose I don't know. I don't know because it would. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to argue. I don't want to you know, bring that person out. So, yeah, I definitely would not. Because I think a lot of times too, like, producers instigate,
Oh, a
just for the
hundred
dramatics. Yeah.
percent, a
And
hundred
like,
percent.
I just kind of feel like somebody could get hurt that way. So yeah, I just would just stay out of it. Nope, nope, no reality TV for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was gonna be on anything, I probably would want to be on what is it like Summer House? They have a show on Bravo called Summer House and Winter House. Like I'd
Mhm.
want to be on one of those shows because it's literally like you just show up, you're there for the weekend,
Yeah.
you hang out with a bunch of people, then you leave, go home.
So it's like every episode are new people.
No, it's like the same group. Like they have like a core group. So it's like
Mhm.
as if like like if all your best friends wanted to go like hang out at like
Yeah.
somewhere in New York for the summer. And then like you guys all stay together, blah blah blah, and then when you go back to work during the weekdays, but then you come back for the weekend. So that kind of thing.
Oh,
Like a
that's
share house or something
interesting.
like that, like
Yeah,
summer
so they
house.
basically, yeah, so and do they film them when they're, like, at work, or it's just, like,
No, they just film
all
them.
the episodes take place on the weekend?
Yes, on the weekend. There's like
Okay.
yeah, I think it's just all on the weekend. There was like some of them where they
Yeah.
have like some clips of them at home, but it's like
Yeah.
strictly like the main couples that are like that, but it's not like for
Yeah. I don't
everybody.
know why it puts me in the mind frame of, Love is Blind? Is that the one where,
You know what? Okay,
like
speaking of that, if I was not
yeah.
married, right? Like I would be
Yeah.
interested in being in something like that and seeing like if someone would like fall for me for like just the way I sound, talk, and like my
Yeah, I
personality.
mean, I get it. I get it. I
You
really
don't have to
do, and I
marry them, like
totally
for real, for real.
understand. Yeah, 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 yeah. I totally understand why somebody will be interested, but me, I am a very, very, very visual person. I have to see you. Like, I don't know. I've always been like that. Like, I was never like the blind date girl. I was
Oh,
like,
I've never
"Oh,
had
I
a
want to
blind
hook
date.
you up with like my friends."
I've
I
never
was
had that
never
either.
that like, no, like let me see first and then like so yeah, that's the only reason why like I couldn't do Love is Blind, but I
I
also
think
get
it'd
it
be
and it
cool.
would be really interested. It would be very interesting,
Yeah, I
because
would just like to
I
see
do
like
feel
what would
like
happen, like who you would
yeah,
connect with,
and
and like would it.
right, and that's what I was gonna say too. Like I do feel like you can get like a really deep connection without the physical like aspect of it. I do believe that can happen, but not for me. I think.
Well, you
I
don't know
think
because
I
you
need
never
some.
tried, but.
I did, but I don't want to, so I'm okay. I'll let you open-minded, relationship well, not you, but, I'll let the open-minded relationship people, like, have it. I do think it's a cool concept, but
No, I do. I mean,
mm-mm.
honestly, I think the first season was like legit,
The first season was really
and I think
good. It was
everything
really good.
else that's happened afterwards is probably been like manufactured.
Manufactured.
Like
Mhm. I
so,
agree. I agree. Do you remember, The Circle? Like, the first
I
season of The Circle?
I did like The Circle. The first I've only
Yes.
watched one season. I didn't watch any of the other ones.
So we did because hubby and I we did like watch it. Well, I he didn't watch the
I'd like
first
to be on The
season. I
Circle. That would
watched the
be
first
cool.
season. I would love to be on the circle, no lie.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, yes, if there was a
You
reality
found one.
show,
You found one.
I found one. I would totally be on the circle because honestly, I'm not gonna let. Okay, so I'm a sap. We all know this. Okay, great. But I will say, like, the bonds that the people made and like when it's time to like go home or when they see each other face to face, whether they were a catfish or not, like you could like genuinely like feel that emotion. Like from the first season, I remember Shuby and Shuba or I forget the kid's name who was playing his girlfriend,
Hmm.
but Shuby and the girlfriend character, they were like best friends, like in the
Yeah.
circle, and
Yeah.
you could tell that it really broke Shuby's heart that like even though they were just friends and they weren't flirting or anything like that, but you
Yeah.
could tell he was disappointed from being catfish, and that made me cry because I
Aw.
absolutely loved Shuby. Like I felt like he was my
Yeah.
little brother in my head.
I'm big. I like it's like coming back to me. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't cry though, but I did think like I did feel for him. But yeah,
Oh,
Estat,
Estad said he would be on Traitors.
yes, and Traders is a good show, but I just don't know. Like,
That
I
was
don't think I
weren't we
could.
talking about Traitors?
Yes, I just don't think
I
I
feel
could
like
be a
yeah.
traitor. I mean, I would probably be better as a faithful, but if someone accused me of being a traitor, I wouldn't be able to like defend myself. I feel like I'd probably be just like laughing or something, and they'd be like,
I
"Yep,
was gonna
yep,
say,
that's
like,
her."
would your anxiety, like, reach a fever pitch?
If I was the traitor, yeah, because there's no
Yeah.
way I would just be like,
So,
"Why aren't
please
you talking?"
remind me
I don't
of
know.
the show again.
So basically, it's a group of people, and
Yeah.
then they all sit down at a table, and then
I'm
someone goes
Googling it
around.
as you're telling
That's
me.
fine. Someone goes around and then picks like three people, and no one knows other than the traders, right? So they pick the three
Yeah.
people. They're the traders, and then everyone else is the faithfuls. So then
Oh.
they have to like try to figure out who the traitor is. Like all the faithfuls
Yeah.
have to figure out who the traitor is because at the
Is it
end,
this? Is that
yes,
it?
that is it. Yes.
Okay.
So at the end, if there is one traitor amongst the faithfuls, then the traitor wins all the money that they're collecting. So and
Okay.
if there's no traitors, then all the faithfuls get to split the money.
Oh, Sheree and Phaedra.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, they're on this season. Yeah, they're on this season.
I will
Which
have to check
Phaedra
this
is the
out.
reason why I actually started watching it because like there was like a clip of
Yeah, oh,
her.
as soon as I saw Phaedra and Sheree, I'm like, "Yep, I'll check it
There
out."
was a clip of her saying something to somebody, and I was like, oh, And so like I went on to watch it, and then like I was like, it was, the season's not done yet, so I had to like go to the first season of
Yeah.
Traders to watch that one, which that one is really good too. But that one, it
Yeah.
had like regular people and like Bravo celebrity, well, reality stars, I should say, because there's Bravo,
Yeah.
there was people from like Survivor, I think Big Brother
Okay.
was
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. Like, it was a good,
Yeah.
to me, it
That
was a good
sounds pretty
concept
cool.
because it's almost like Road Rules, or like the
Hmm.
challenge where they do
Hmm.
different challenges to collect money, and then
Yeah.
that it gets into the pot, and then they have to like
Yeah.
go around and like just figure out who's the traitor, and then the traitors get together and they get to kill somebody,
Yeah.
and then the faithfuls and the traitors get together so they can banish someone. So the whole goal is to banish
Okay.
a traitor, but in the beginning they always banish the faithfuls first.
Yeah. Oh, they're like, okay, get out. Bye.
Well, it's like, I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but it seems like any person who is
Yeah.
like very much like, oh, this person's a traitor, or oh, this person da
Yeah.
da da, or oh, I think it's you, then whoever that is, that's the person that they're like, nah, it's you.
There was a show called The Mole, or
Oh,
it
I
was,
remember
I
that,
don't
but I
think
never
it,
saw it.
I never saw it either, and that concept kind of sound like reminds me, it made it pop into my head,
Hmm.
and I don't think it went over like a season or two maybe, but yeah, I totally, yeah, I don't know why that, yeah. But no, that's pretty cool.
No,
That is
yeah,
pretty cool. I'm gonna have
traitors.
to watch it because
You
I
do.
do miss seeing Phaedra on TV. She
Well, are you watching her on
Phaedra's
Married to
funny
Medicine?
to me.
Aw, did you freeze again? Ugh.
Did-
Yeah, it's like
No. Am
in
I
and out.
back?
You are, yes, yes. Did
Yay.
you watch her on Married to Medicine?
No, I'm not watching Married to Medicine. Yeah,
Is there a
I'm
reason?
not watching her. I Doctor
Jackie?
gets on my,
Nurse?
yes.
Okay, that's all
she
okay. It's
she
okay.
just seems so like pretentious, and I mean, because it's been a few seasons since I last like really watched.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I really, really liked her. I was like, oh man, like, she's so cool. She's like her and Dr. Simone are like black obese, like this is so
Yeah.
great. And then it was just like,
I actually don't
seeing
like
her
Simone
personality,
that
and I'm
much
like,
either.
oh, Simone. So, from what I remember about Simone, she was very loud. I just remember her being very loud. And then, but I don't remember not liking her. I don't remember like, overly liking her, but yeah, Simone was just loud. And I remember her husband, because oh, this is gonna sound so terrible, but there was something about his face or his beard, like it was just, I don't know, like
Is it
I don't
awkward for
know.
you?
It just looked, I don't know if it was like maybe the way his hair grew. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
it looked, yeah, it
Just
just,
Aki.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. It
That's
wasn't like, "Oh my god, you monster," but it was just like, "Oh, it was just
it. Hilarious. Yeah, so yeah, I watch
So
it.
you still watch it? Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I like got on them pretty late because I didn't see the very beginning. So I want to go back and
Okay,
watch the
yeah.
beginning of it, which I think I did, but I only saw like one or
I
two
love the
episodes. But
beginning.
I
Yeah.
really like, before they got her off, I really liked Mariah. Like, she was like my
Me
favorite.
too. Nobody liked I liked Mariah. I thought she was, I don't know. I liked
Well, you know what?
her.
I
I
think
really,
I'm a firm believer of like, on all of these shows, like if someone gets paid the most, or like if someone
Mhm.
has some perceived power, it feels like everybody
Yeah.
like attacks them in some way, or
Yeah.
like there's always like some kind of like strife. That's the only thing I don't like about a lot of these shows. It's like no one really seems like friends anymore,
Yeah.
and it's just like frustrating because it's like you'll be saying these people are friends, and it's like, but
Mhm.
are they? Because like it doesn't feel like,
Yeah.
if I got upset
You
with my
know,
friend, like it doesn't take
mhm.
me like this long to like hear my
Right, to, like,
friend
talk
out.
about it, get oh yeah, like, let's have a
Yeah,
yeah,
or
that's
if
not
like
real life.
someone I barely know says something negative about my friend, then I would be either I would go to my friend and say, "Hey, like they just
Mhm.
said this, like do you want to talk, like should we all talk together, or like do you want to talk to
Yeah,
them?" Like to kind of nip it in the bud, and it's almost like everybody's like throwing gasoline on the fire as opposed
yeah,
to like downplaying it or saying, "Oh, well, I'm sure they didn't mean it this way." It's like they're
yeah,
almost trying to cause more confusion even when they're trying to discuss that. So it's like, I don't know, like
yeah.
whatever.
No, I agree with you because there was something that happened on Potomac because I, like, caught up on the latest episode and
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the, girl that is on the trip with them, and she had, like, the stomach ulcer. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
remember
I
her
think it's like
name.
Kiana or Kian, something with a K.
Yeah, something like that, and the way they mentioned if I'm remembering this correctly, they said that she was Candace oh, yeah, she was, like, Candace's friend, and because I remember her saying, like, she, was joking, but she's like, "And you didn't even check on me," and all this other stuff because she had got sick and wasn't feeling good. But I was, like, really confused because I could have sworn in that episode, I swear, I think I heard this, but I could have sworn, like, Robin saying, like, "Oh, I invited the girl with the K because, like, she's blah, 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 blah,"
She's
and I'm
been
like,
knowing
"But
her.
I"
So
Yeah.
Robin knew her, and Giselle knew her longer than both Candace and
Okay.
Wendy. But what they were trying
Okay.
to do was make it seem like, because the biggest, they were trying to make it seem like, well, Wendy didn't even check on you. Like, they're like, oh, didn't Wendy bring you
Yeah.
to the group? Oh, so Wendy brought you to the group, but they didn't check
That's
on you.
what yeah, and that's
They
why I
were
got confused. I was like,
they were
"Huh?"
trying, because they were trying to set the tone that Wendy is a bad friend. That's what they were
Yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excuse I am so sorry. Whew,
But
I'm
I
sorry.
no, you're fine, because I will have to, like, maybe like 10 more minutes or so,
Okay.
or we could end it
Yeah.
like now. I don't care, whatever, because
Yeah.
we'll
No,
be here
no,
back
no.
on
On
Wednesday, our normal
Wednesday.
day, our
Woo, woo,
normal.
woo. But I'm sorry, just to go back really,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
quick.
go back.
Yeah, like, it was so confused because I was like, "But" and I'm, like, trying to math,
Yeah,
but the math just was not mathing. So I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, okay, I guess we're just going with
And
it."
it's literally, I think, because
Wednesday, whoop, whoop.
right? I think it's
Wednesday,
because like
whoop.
production wanted Wendy to introduce
To look
NECA.
bad.
Well, that, and they wanted her to
Oh,
introduce
you
NECA,
think?
and she did not want to introduce NECA, and because
Ah.
of that, I think that's why they're now like this.
Beefing a little bit.
Well, I don't. I don't know, right? I feel like production is heavily influencing this, and I don't like it because
Yeah.
it's like this doesn't feel like genuine drama. It feels like
Yeah.
manufactured drama because it's
Yeah,
like they
like
literally.
forced.
Well, yeah, because I don't know if you saw the episode where Candace and Wendy were like giving each other like eyes or whatever. Like they were like just
Yeah,
looking at each other.
Giselle's daughter, or when
Well,
Giselle was talking about her daughter.
yeah, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, you were like disrespecting my daughter because you guys were making faces, and it's like, okay, what?
Is
Like,
that why they were making faces?
no, I mean, not that I don't know, right? What it looked like to
Yeah.
me was like that they were trying not to say anything because they know whatever they say is going to be misconstrued because Giselle's talking about her kids, and then Wendy like later on confirms that because she says
Yeah.
like, oh well, anytime I bring up your child, you weaponize, or anytime your child is brought up, you weaponize her against me, because I guess like when Grace had walked past Wendy, Wendy had like just was looking at her, and I guess the way
Mhm.
she was looking wasn't as of a parent. I guess I don't know. So because she wasn't
Mhm.
looking at her the way that like Giselle thought was appropriate, she
Mhm.
said that she was giving her the stink eye or something like that. But it's like,
Giving Gracie this guy,
yeah,
her
that's what
daughter?
Giselle tried to imply that Wendy was
Yeah.
doing, and whether Wendy was
Yeah.
doing that or wasn't doing that, I don't know. I think that's just how she looks. You know, like people just look a certain
Yeah.
way. Like if I'm
Like
just looking at you,
RBF, I
yeah,
think they
yeah,
called it.
yeah.
Yeah.
People just look because they're looking. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing behind it. But
Yeah.
you're creating a story because you know if you say it on social on like this platform, then
Yeah,
people are
like
gonna
people
say,
will run
oh,
with it
well,
and
that's why.
yeah.
That's why. And it's like, well, she didn't say
Yeah.
that. The other person did. So how are you assuming that that's why? But anyways,
Yeah.
maddening.
Yeah, no, because I couldn't imagine. I mean, I would hope that she's not giving the stink eye to a kid, or
No. And then
yeah,
well, I don't know if you watched it, but like basically, Giselle was talking about her oldest daughter going off to college in Florida. I think
yeah, to the
yeah, it's a
HBCU,
FAMU,
yeah,
I think. And Wendy did say like, oh well, how do you feel about like the climate there or something along those
I
lines, and
remember, yeah,
basically saying like,
yeah,
based on how things are there, I probably wouldn't send my child there, but that's just me or whatever. And did she need to say
hmm
that? No, but that was her opinion. And like, if you didn't want people's opinions about whatever you're talking about, please don't bring it in the group.
you wouldn't bring it up, yeah,
Just you can literally have that
yeah,
conversation outside of the group, like because
like
you
with
don't.
your
Yeah,
core, yeah,
yeah. If you don't like these
yeah,
people, if you think that like they're going to be making faces when you're talking, if you're going to
yeah,
bring up your child, then bring up your child away from them. My opinion.
yeah,
Or else don't care
yeah,
what they look like. I wouldn't care.
yeah.
And then there was like a meme there, like, oh, Robin, Robin can see the faces that what are their names? Candace and Wendy are doing, but can't see all the stuff that Juan's doing or something like that. And I was like, oh my god.
Okay, can I say one thing about that?
Yes,
Yeah, I
that'll,
believe that
that'll be our
shit.
last.
I
Oh, you believe what?
Yes, I believe everything about one.
I
Everything.
mean, I mean,
Everything.
I mean,
I
whatever.
do.
If she
I
likes
do.
it, if she likes it, I
That's
love
what
it.
honestly, that listen,
If she
and
likes
when
it, I
they
love
try
it.
to like make her talk about it, it's like if she wants to love her dirty pee pee man, let her love on his dirty pee pee.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, you know what I mean?
God
That's her
bless.
man. Let her.
God bless. Yeah, because yeah, but the only thing I didn't like about that situation was that like honestly, like the parallels between like what they were accusing Chris of doing and what Juan actually did
Oh, are
was
you
so
talking about
interesting
when
to me.
Giselle
Yeah.
was in the room?
Yeah.
So,
So it was just like, were you saying this because like you know what Juan did, and then like you were trying to get
like trying
Robin
to
to
like get
talk
in
about
front of
it?
it.
Yeah, like or you were trying to like either
Yeah.
you were trying to, have someone else be the face of whatever kind of infidelity thing,
Yeah.
or like you were
Yeah.
trying to get Robin to like actually like admit to what was going on, and it wasn't
Yeah.
really so much about like Candace and Chris. It was more about like you trying to get Robin to say what's going
I
on in
agree.
her
I
actual
agree.
life, and she
I
never
agree.
did. And like I feel
Yeah.
like had she said, well, hey, like I don't think it's a huge deal, like Juan did X, Y, and Z, like, and
Mhm.
I'm not assuming anything because I trust him, boom.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think if
Mhm.
she would have done that, her and Candace wouldn't have fallen out.
Yeah.
It was just that like after this whole thing, then you guys get married, and then all of a sudden now all this stuff is coming out, and then you're like, on my Patreon I'm gonna tell you all the details, and it's like, babe, that's what this show
Uh,
is for. What are you doing? Like,
yeah.
oh my god, like,
Yeah.
are you not getting paid enough here? Like, I'm so confused. Like, such a
Well, she
weirdo.
needs that money to keep never mind.
Well, you know what? It was probably planned, and that's why she probably came back, or what? Or they probably
Yeah.
decreased her pay to come back, and that's
Yeah,
probably why she was
probably.
freaking
And
out.
and I was gonna say, and it's not like, she has like anything, else
Yeah, like, yeah.
at least not that I know of. So.
Oh well, suppose didn't she have the hat business, and then there was something else?
Whatever
I think real
happened to
estate.
that?
Real estate. I think she was doing.
Her and her mom, that's right. They were
Yeah,
flipping. Yeah. Oh, maybe it didn't work out.
which that was a missed opportunity too. That's what there's like a lot of missed opportunities with these Bravo shows, because like Robin literally
Yeah.
could have done like her own spin-off where it was like about like house flipping and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like, yep.
And then they could have the
Yeah.
cross stuff, and then they wasted all that money on Kim. Ugh, ugh. Ugh. And then people are talking about they want
Oh,
her
are you?
back for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Please
I don't.
no. Please no.
I
I do
do
not.
not. Yeah.
Unless someone white is coming on the show to drag her 24/7, I don't want. I don't.
I
I don't want. I
you
don't want.
oh well so I oh because like
I
Kim
don't
just
want
like
any of. I don't want any of the black housewives dragging her. I don't want that. It unless a white person is coming on to drag Kim every single day. I
Mhm.
do not want Kim on the
Do
show.
you do you think do you like when you say you don't want any of the black housewives to drag her, is that because do you feel like Kim Zozier's whatever Bierman would take that and like twist it into something? So it's interesting that you say that because I remember what her last season on there and there was a they it was a hot take because she was still
Mm-hmm.
mic'd up, and
Yeah.
she flipped out in the bathroom, like, bringing up race and stuff like that,
Yep. And she said, like,
and
I'm the only white person who would want to even be
yeah.
around these people or something like that. And I was like,
Yes, that yeah, so that I
ma'am.
just don't I think she's a nasty person, and that's why I don't wanna see like, I just
Agreed.
think
Agreed.
she's just
She's already
yeah,
showed us who
yeah.
she is. And that's why, like, I was so
Yeah.
annoyed with Sheree bringing her back that, like, one episode. Like,
Oh, yeah, when they were at dinner, yes, yeah. I kinda blocked that scene out because I feel like they were talking crap about Kenya maybe? Eh,
they
I
probably
can't
were. They
remember.
probably were. Yeah, because she
Yeah.
doesn't like Kenya. She,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever. I actually like
Yeah.
Kenya now. Oh,
You know what? Yeah, like, because I didn't at first, but yeah, she's harmless. She's harmless. What do you
you know,
think about Candy leaving?
I have no feelings truly about it. I mean, I think that,
Mhm.
like, people are gonna miss her because people just like Candy because they just like Candy. But like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like she added anything
Too
to
much to
this
the yeah.
to the group. Like, I feel like it was almost on
Yeah.
par towards the end, like a Kim. Like,
Yeah.
Kim
Yep,
like
I
always
agree.
left. Like, Kim was never really there. Like,
Yeah.
it just like, what's the point? Like,
I agree. I agree.
so, I mean, I
I
think it'd be
completely
nice to
agree.
see her still like around. I think like having her
Yeah.
like a friend of, if that's what she wants to do and is comfortable, I think that would be cool. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to not see her on there, especially if that's their genuine friend. I feel like if I would like to see more genuine like friends genuinely
Yeah.
hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
but
No, and honestly, I feel like because of all the manufactured drama, I feel like because of, how the producers like set scenes and stuff, I think like because I feel like they feel like, "Oh, it won't have ratings unless they have fighting," but I think
yeah.
the public would genuinely like to see like a show like where they're not fighting or
I
they're
mean, in
maybe
my
doing a
opinion,
project together. I don't know.
in my opinion, I just want to see money. I want to see delusional fights.
I
I want
I
to see
love
true
opulence. I do
friendships.
like watching wealthy people.
I want to see them
Yeah.
like having good times together. I want to see them going
Yeah.
through like, I want to see like an actual friendship. Like, I
Yeah.
want to see something real. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
see like people like doing the most. Like, but I do
Yeah.
like the idea of seeing like people like chasing after their dreams. And I
Yeah.
actually really liked
Yeah.
Erica this season on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I
So
was
I
gonna say,
I enjoyed her.
I read about them, just because of that second half of the Housewife and the Hustler came
Yeah.
out. So, they talk
Oh,
about, bring up blah blah
them.
blah. I watched it. It was, it just talked about like where they are now,
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Well, I guess she divorced him.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
yeah.
do I? I don't know everything that happened, and
Yeah.
there could have been some stuff she knew, some stuff she didn't know.
Yeah.
That's her
I
business.
think personally, I think it was
Excuse
like,
me.
okay, you provide the lifestyle that I want, and I don't think she cared either way.
I don't think she thought too much about it other than like
Yeah.
getting the stuff that she wanted. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
think her the not this season but the one before, when she was like, "Well, I don't care about anybody but me." I think that's
Mhm.
true for her, and I think that's
Mhm.
because the way she was probably raised and the way she like grew up. Like she had to care about herself. Like she's done a,
Yeah.
whatever. So I don't fault her. The only thing I wish she would have done is I do kind of wish she would have like been like, "Oh, okay, why don't I do a benefit concert that will benefit
Yeah.
these alleged victims, So
Yeah.
I'm not, but the thing is, I think she kept thinking, like logically, like, okay, well, if I do these things, then that means I'm admitting to
I'm
something.
guilty.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
admitting to
Yeah.
something, and I think that was what
Yeah.
she couldn't get past. And I think like when they were trying to bring it up to her, they never brought it to her so like small, like I don't know, I wanted to say like they weren't,
No,
it
I
was
know
always
what
so
you
complicated the way they were talking
yeah.
about it, like they
Mhm.
like, so I think for her she had so much emotion in it, so trying to talk to her about it on camera was probably
Yeah.
just like not the place to do it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
And I feel
And
like
I know I don't know.
oh,
Oh,
no,
I'm sorry.
sorry.
Go ahead.
With I feel like with those kind of situations, like when it's like something
Mhm.
dealing with someone's real life, like where if I say this or that, I could be legally harmed. I feel like those are situations where me and you should chat about what kind of things you're possibly thinking of asking me, so
Yeah.
that way I can prepare a statement that seems sympathetic, decent, and also keeps me out of harm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think those are the only times where I feel like things should actually be staged in a way,
Yeah.
but that would be
No, that
showing
makes
care to
perfect
your
sense.
friends. So, or
Right.
but these
Right.
people aren't friends.
Yeah.
That's the problem. No one's
Yeah. They're
truly friends.
coworkers.
They're coworkers. And
Yeah.
that is the
Yeah.
problem. That's why they will say
You
whatever
know,
they want to say and do whatever they want to do.
and
The
do
Adams
whatever they
family.
want to do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
But on that note, I think let's
Yes.
like wrap it down, and then like we
Yeah.
can come back on
On
Monday. Oh,
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday. I forgot today was Monday.
Wha-
Okay. Well, today's Tuesday
I was
now.
gonna say, wait, what day did you say? But that's okay. Like I'm down to meet whenever. But it's gonna be Wednesday, folks. So
Yeah, it will be Wednesday. Baby, baby, baby. Oh, yeah. Great
Thank
stream.
you,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Escott. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Escott.
it
Yes, yes.
was. It was.
It was. We,
All right,
the
girl.
little engine that could, and we could.
The little engine that could. Chugga, 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 chugga,
Now
chugga.
here, yin yang twins.
Ba-dum, bum, bum. Banana, nana. Did I just say banana?
Yeah, you did.
On that note, I'm
Bye.
gonna banana not. I'm gonna banana not over there. So I will see you guys here Wednesday.
Wednesday. Hey.
10
Oh,
Eastern Standard Time. That's right.
that's right. All right, bye, guys.
All right, bye.